Hey, welcome to my game room, a New York nerd show. I'm AllThatPat, and as always, joined by the one, the only, Lord Cash. There he is.
Here I am.
Woo! Today, Lord Cash, I'm super excited to share with everybody. I've been playing a game based on the 2000 and I don't know, movie Looney Tunes Back in Action on the Nintendo GameCube.
That's the one with Brendan Fraser in it, and someone else, some other lady. I can't think of her name right now, but she was
Dharma, wasn't it? Dharma.
Yeah, Gina Gruffalo or something like that.
Janine Garofalo. Oh gosh,
no, that's not it. Jenna Elfman.
Jenna Elfman, yeah, and again, she was from Dharma and Greg, I believe.
I believe so. Yes.
Apparently, my hair is crazy. I don't know what that means.
I think they just like to call you Elmer Fudd.
Well, I'm not very, very quiet. That's like the best impersonation of all time, I gotta say.
So little side note here. When I used to work at the Great Movie Ride over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, occasionally I would be a bandit. So I would be the cowboy that would come out and hijack the tram. And apparently, the show I very much impersonated, or at least I channeled Yosemite Sam while doing my cowboy voice. Did not realize it. Someone was like, "Do you realize you sound like Yosemite Sam?" I was like, "I didn't, but I take that as a compliment."
Well, I guess whenever I get stuck in one of my stutters, maybe it's a little foghorn leghorn. I don't know. So we both love our Looney Tunes, even if accidental. You are getting a request to do your Yosemite Sam. I'm assuming not my foghorn leghorn because everyone's just heard enough of that
one. Mercy, I can't even think of like some of my lines that I would do from that show. I'd have to maybe later in the show if I can remember some of my lines.
I wonder if your biscuits were ever burning.
My biscuits are burning.
Woo! So, like I said, I've been playing this game on the Nintendo GameCube recently. I actually went to go look for the box, and it's like right out of view. But just pretend you guys see the box art. But we're going to show the screen. We're going to add that to the to our look. Again, this game, Looney Tunes Back in Action, is very loosely based on the movie. And by very loosely, it's not based on it at all. But it is a fun, action platformer from the day. If you played an action platformer in the late 1990s or in the early 2000s, it's what you would expect for these kind of games. Now, make sure you do my memory card. So, it's one of those collectathons, meaning like, you have there's 5 different worlds, and you could be, by the way, if you can't tell, Daffy Duck, or you could be Bugs Bunny. Now, you interchange. Now, again, so far, I started at the Warner Brothers studio. Then I unlocked Paris and the Louvre, the Wooden Nickel Casino in Las Vegas, Area 52, and the Jungle Ruins. I'm not sure what the last level is, but basically, so I'll just go. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just like give a little quick taste. Warner Brothers Studio, which is where you start. Now, again, you have a variety of different missions. Now, just out of curiosity, Laura Cash, did you ever play Mario 64?
I think I stopped around 55, I think.
Yes, there are a lot of Mario games, but
no, I think I did, but I don't remember it that much.
So yeah, so Mario. Okay, I'm trying to. You did play Ratchet and Clank though.
Yes,
I was playing that with you,
but that was more on the PlayStation,
right? And the PS2. So basically, I don't know how to compare. So this right here, by the way, is the very first thing you see in the game. Does this remind you of anything in particular?
I would imagine you're probably going with maybe a Frogger or Crossy Roads type of motif.
Yeah, it's definitely going for like a Frogger vibe. And basically, this is the first thing you start with. Now, well, the first time I ever played this, I just blasted through here. So basically, these are plentiful, by the way. You got the checkpoints everywhere. You collect your coins. Now, these coins do not give you any sort of like extra life. What it does is it allows you to purchase things like temporary costume power-ups or it gives you the opportunity to go to the next level. I have not had any problem getting to not having the money that I need. So basically, I was able to get almost to the end of the game before I even quote qualified for it by using actual what do you say, like actually doing getting all the achievements done. Now,
Right.
this is an idea of, like I said, 2 characters. Daffy Duck has 2 abilities that Bugs Bunny does not. First of all, he can flutterfly, which is typically offset by Bugs Bunny's double jump. But you could do that, and also in areas that have water, Daffy Duck can swim. He can't completely submerge, but he can like dive under to grab something. Now, what's cool is I'm far enough along in the game that I can basically just tag out. Well, he won't let me tag out right now. Of course he won't. So basically, this is what you have for your game. Now, like I was mentioning before, you could see that on the far left of the screen, you have a total of there's a total of, I think, 5 monkeys per level. Your goal is try to get all of them in the game. I don't know if it's going to unlock anything special. Each level does have 7 Roadrunner treats. I've yet to get all 7 in any of these levels. One thing I complain about, unfortunately, is that these do not save. So you have to kind of get that all in one shot before you leave the stage, which is very unfortunate. Whereas the Michigan J Frog statues, those do save. When you get 20 of them, I'm pretty confident that you're going to go ahead and get like 1 more monkey.
Okay. Now, were the monkeys? I know like they were looking for like the blue monkey in the movie, if I'm not mistaken. But those don't look like what the blue monkey looked like. Those actually look like the animated monkeys from the series.
Right. Now there is an element of that because there is a monkey. It's a larger monkey that is running around with a blue gem diamond, and that one always gets away. So I think it is going to lead to at least a video game version of that particular idea.
So like the blue monkey is a diamond, or at least is a gem. Is that anything related to like the Pink Panther?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Because they probably have like purple squirrels or something. I don't know.
Right. Blue horseshoes and red balloons with a star. Now, throughout the levels, you are going to have different Looney Tunes characters. The grandma, it's an extra mission. It's in every level where basically you have to rescue Tweety from Sylvester. So there's like 3 in each level where you have Sylvester actually attacking a Tweety bird. Again, the one thing is that you'll notice throughout the course of this, I could probably just get this one easy. I already have it, but it allows me to kind of go back to show you how it's done. The reason why I am Daffy Duck is because that's what I was using last. Typically, in this particular part of the game, you would not have had Daffy Duck. So now let's see if Daffy does the same thing. Bugs Bunny spanks the monkey. He didn't do it. It's actually pretty funny. See, there's the monkey with the blue diamond, by the way.
He's just running away.
Yeah. So again, that's the whole idea of this whole game, and then you're gonna get like little cutscenes. Now, I don't know if you can actually hear this or not, but
yeah, I can hear a little bit. He's like singing along.
Well, guess I better go bail him out.
now that is one of the things that I do enjoy about this game, particularly, is again you have actual original cutscene footage, and voice acting. They're pretty good. I am pretty confident that it is not Mel Blanc. I think Mel Blanc died in the mid '90s, if I remember correctly, on a Warner Brothers magazine.
Yeah, something like that.
So I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of Bugs Bunny, and then I'll go to the actual stage that I'm on. So again, you got that double jump. They both have the frying pan / mallet, and this is the big difference right here, is that you can dive into the ground, and it pops up different things. You'll feel like a rumble on the controller when you need to go under here. Sometimes it's, like I said, sometimes it's like a trophy. Sometimes it's just more coins. This actually is a nice ability to nice opportunity to be able to get away from a boss or an enemy character. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to leave this. Oh no, I'm going to show you one thing, and then I'm going to go leave the level. So as I mentioned, there are numerous different power-ups. Here's the first one that you see is a hula costume, and it basically this little door pops open, and in this case, here's Bugs Bunny's hula costume. It's going to help me get past Porky Pig because he is very, very thirsty, if you will. See, I can't get past him unless I hula him. I did not realize that Porky Pig was thirsty for the rabbit, but apparently he is.
He just likes to dance, man.
We'll say that. So again, now that it continues. So again, I like the game. The first world. I'm gonna go ahead to the map now. The first world I thought was pretty fine. There are later levels where the camera, which is kind of a problem for games of this era, the camera gets a little out of control. It's hard to see past it, and you get stuck on walls. Not the worst I've ever seen, but definitely can be a problem. Now, can you think of any games yourself, Lord Cash, where the camera might have been a challenge, as far as just getting in the way?
I would kind of go with so some of the more recent games, they at least have the free range camera where you can at least spin it around and try to help, give you that 360 around the character. So I've mentioned that Kingdom Hearts I've been playing right now. And so you have that ability to kind of circle the camera around you. But then I know, as we mentioned, Ratchet and Clank, there was times that it kind of had that little situation where it's like, okay, I'm trying to see where it's going, but the camera just doesn't position itself just quite right.
Right. Yeah. It's like right here. It's not too bad, but it can't, right there. We didn't lose the feed. That is literally Bugs Bunny just hiding behind a wall.
Yeah.
There are a couple parts in the game where critical jumping skills are needed, especially when you're jumping on logs in the water, and Bugs Bunny cannot go in the water. Those are pretty frustrating moments. Oh, cool! Actually, that was a nice accidental camera mistake. To spawn in Michigan. Do you remember
why he can't go in the water?
Oh, I can't wait to hear this joke.
He doesn't want to get his hair wet.
Bum, bum, bum.
You're welcome.
I'll be here all week. So I'm right here. I'm unlocking some, opening some new switches apparently, and it looks like I'm going to be setting up for a new Frogger's type style level. Now I've not played this area yet. I just started the jungle level. I've only got one monkey here. I know.
Go ahead. Hiding on the bed.
Yes. Hopefully they won't fall or bump their head.
Well, there's hoping.
Yes. Now, I think I was starting to say this, but do you remember the Futurama game?
Yes.
What were your thoughts on the Futurama game?
I enjoyed it. It was very much again, very similar to this. Is just you've got to collect your certain things as well as progressing, trying to progress the story along. But yeah, no, I enjoyed the Futurama game.
Yeah, I thought it was a really funny game. It had a great original story. I still remember the first thing during it's also I don't want to spoil, but if you haven't played the game, you'll forget it, I'm sure. But the very beginning of it, it was Professor Farnsworth was hey, Fry, I need that hammer or whatever. It's underneath a pile of stuff, and it immediately kills you.
Yep.
And that's how they explain to you that you have unlimited lives.
Yeah, they are able to regenerate you, and so that way you can always come back.
Right.
So now you're you can change out midway through the game to be either Daffy or Bugs.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody else. The only thing I can think of is if, like, say, when you get the Roadrunner medallions, you might be able to do something with Roadrunner. But again, I have yet to get 7 Roadrunner bins of seafood. Seafood, bird food.
Right.
And I gotta say, this is one of those games where apparently not supposed to go that far. This is one of those games where I genuinely do feel like I'm going to continue playing this. Even after I beat it, I'm going to try to clean it up because I don't think it's going to be that hard to actually get the rest of the accomplishments, so to speak, in the level. Because again, each level has, I think it was like 7 different things to find, and none of them seem like ridiculous. But
Right.
I just want to move on, for right now. This game does not retail for much. I was looking it up online, and it's about $15, maybe $20, which is always nice because sometimes video games can kind of get ridiculous nowadays.
Right.
And it is available on the PlayStation 2 as well. What is this guy doing? Okay, so Daffy Duck and Bugs Bunny can pick up and throw things. In previous levels, just picking up and throw chickens. I'm assuming right now that I'm going to pick up and throw that beaver. I got to be honest with you. I'm really unsure of what I'm supposed to be doing right here. There's more beavers. All right, let's see. I probably wasn't paying attention like I should have been. Is there any targets? I do not see any targets. Waiting for it. There's no Walmarts either.
I say Kmart's pretty much got out of business.
Yeah. Is Kmart even around at all?
I don't think that very much anymore.
So, again, I probably should have been paying attention. Maybe he needs to stand on a. I think we've talked about this before. How I cannot chew bubblegum and talk at the same time. It's not possible. Wait. Whoa. There we go. I needed both of them to stand on the switches, which I should have known because that's something that happens a lot in this game. Oh, okay, I'm gonna need Bugs to come over here. Nope. No. Come on. Shenanigans. So, Laura Cash, would you like to try this?
Sure.
Imagine if you had an orange GameCube controller. We're gonna fool the audience. I don't understand what's up with the gnats right there. That's kind of, I don't know if it's like a graphical glitch or if there's like something that's supposed to be there.
That is an excellent question.
So I'm going to get Bugs over here because he can do the double jump, so I can at least get that Michigan J Frog. Damn it. So it's kind of, I mentioned earlier that another reason why I don't mind playing this game and I want to see it through is you can tell how, I guess, easy it is. And this one shot alone, you can see 2 save points.
Right.
They're so generous with those. And again, it's unlimited lives. They're not looking to like make any kids or, grown men get super frustrated with this game. The only time I was really frustrated, like I said, sometimes it was the camera. But the reality is, like, I could have just slowed down. I was just kind of rushing. Do you know who this character is?
The owl?
Yeah.
I'm singing, I'm singing, I'm singing, I'm singing. Something like that.
Yeah, he's on every level, and he's never done anything for me. Like, he, I hit him all the time.
Well, that's just rude.
This is where I'm going to have to throw those those beavers right there. I got to throw the yum-yums.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I got to stay here for Daffy to be able to throw the yum-yums. All right, let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to hold it, and now I'm going to tag out to Daffy. Now, are there I know you're talking about Kingdom Hearts, right? Are there any other games too that from your collection that you were interested in maybe playing again? Even just like a little you know basically this.
Yeah. So I mostly my daughter's been the one that's been wanting to play Kingdom Hearts. So it first started off with her playing, and of course she got stuck on something and proceeded to have hey, can you help me out with this character? And so I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll beat this boss for you. And then she just never really wanted to take it back. So I'm like, okay, so I did the whole first game, and now I've already done Mulan and I'm on the Beauty and the Beast level right now on Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh, you're on the second one now.
Yeah. I did not fully complete all of Kingdom Hearts 1. But it's one of those things where I'm okay with it. There's a couple of the extra bosses that I never went back to get, which I think there's only like maybe 2 or 3. There's one in Agrabah, and then there's one in the Peter Pan world. And I beat the one in Agrabah, and the one that's in Peter Pan just smoked me when I tried playing again. So I was like, you know what? I'm okay. There's a couple of extra bosses at the Olympus area, and I tried doing the Ice Titan, and it just he didn't let me win.
Now, did you ever play the ones on the Game Boy or the Nintendo DS?
So I had the one for Chain of Memories, the one that came out right after the first one, and it was the card style battling. So I they have that on the Final Mix game that I had, and I started playing it, and within like 20 minutes, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna move on to the actual PlayStation version game.
And just to answer your question, Bitteritz, I have no idea. I'm trying to figure out why I'm throwing these at the monkey and why they're going so fast. Like, this is crazy.
It's like, good now.
Yeah. Now, is this it?
Then you only do it 3 times, maybe.
Now I got to do it 3 times in the other one, I think. Let's see. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if you remember too, that Kingdom Hearts game on the DS, don't you have to swipe to go everywhere?
I don't recall that, especially the DS version.
Right.
I just know that you had like to battle, you actually had to have like number cards. It's almost like you were playing war with someone. So if they threw a 7, if you threw an 8, you won. And so you had to make sure that you had enough cards to win at the end. Otherwise, they would beat you.
Okay.
So it was not as satisfying. And I've noticed that now that I'm playing game 1 and game 2 right after each other, the gameplay, there's certain elements about it that I'm not a fan of on Kingdom Hearts 2. So I'm hoping that, because I just recently played 3 when it came out, and I enjoyed that one.
Right.
So I'm hoping that it goes kind of like, there was people that complained about 2, so that way when 3 came out, they kind of went back to what 1 was. I feel that how I played 1 is how I kind of played 3.
Okay.
But I could be completely wrong on that.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. I never really got into the series. I have almost all of them. Well, I can't say that because there's so many portable ones.
Yeah.
But I know I have the two mixed ones. Now I don't know why this is not letting me hit it. It keeps saying airball.
Possibly it's in the middle of the turn when it's flying by.
Right.
So I would say throw it when it's bullseye facing.
That's what I was doing, but let me see.
So then hit it when it's the backside of it.
There it is. Give me a monkey. Oh, sounds like a monkey music. Yep. There's my bonus monkey.
Get you your monkey.
Sometimes it's hard to see, like, figure out where it actually went. And thankfully, it does have a camera button. All right, it's right there. But yeah, it's got a camera button, which is super helpful. And you can actually just bring in, you can move your partner from anywhere once you get to that point. Again, definitely going to try to jump with Bugs in his double jump.
Right.
That ledge grab, by the way, you just saw Bugs do. That I will say is something annoying in the game is that it does not seem to be consistently programmed into the ledges.
Huh.
Yeah, there's just times where like I couldn't grab onto a ledge. It was the same thing. Hold on. Oh, I think we just missed him spank the monkey.
I saw him spank it.
Nice. I'm very confused, Bitteritz. Swipe right? Are you making a pass at me?
I think that was more on the lines of the cards of the Kingdom Hearts game.
Oh, that's the whole idea that I can't chew bubblegum and anything else at the same time. That's probably a comment from like 13 minutes ago.
Yeah, so you were talking about swiping on Kingdom Hearts.
See, and that's what I get to. I just looked down to read it, and I fell in the water. Get over myself. Hey, Bitteritz, you married me. Although, I do have to leave the game room at some point today, so I don't want to like make Bitteritz upset, though. I don't want to make her mad.
Yeah, there's the thing that I'm always trying is I know where you sleep.
Yes. I don't know about you, but Bitteritz watches those like murder mystery shows.
So does my wife.
Doesn't that concern you?
A little bit. Of course, if I'm ever in trouble, I know who to go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a sketch that they did on SNL about maybe 2 months ago where the guy's like, hey, I'm going out with the guys. You going to be okay staying home by yourself? And the lady's like, yeah, sure, I'll be fine. I'm just going to just stay here and relax a little bit. And then as soon as he's gone, he's like, I'm going to grab me a bottle of wine, a blanket, and I'm going to curl up and I'm going to start watching my murder show. And then they just go to a murder show, gonna watch a murder show. And it's like this whole little song and everything. Highly catchy.
Yeah, I actually saw that recently myself, too.
So I had to show that to Lady Cash because she has just binged through all of Criminal Minds. She's currently working through NCIS. So there's like 42 seasons there. She'll be tied up for a while.
Yeah, isn't that the show that's got like NCIS Miami, NCIS Chicago? It's like every possible.
Yeah, I think there's definitely LA. And there's Law and Order that has a lot of the subgenres.
Right. So I have to rescue Foghorn Leghorn before he cooks. Oh,
Okay.
nice. I can become Duck Danger.
Nice.
So the costumes are typically between 50 and 100 coins. You only have to buy them once for your particular area. So like if I die here, I can just basically keep coming back and keep opening it. But I have to do. Oh, by the way, subtle.
That way.
Oh, power of Grayskull compels me. Here we go. So, I guess, in all fairness, like, does this look like a game that would be interesting to you?
Yeah. It definitely. I love Looney Tunes. I love all these characters. It's kind of almost a crossbreed between Crash Bandicoot and like Ratchet and Clank. It almost looks like.
Yeah, I really enjoy it, and like I said, you may see like reviews for this game, and they're not glowing. Like so a lot of the reviews are pretty poor for this, but I don't know. I think it's fine. It's like, if you are expecting groundbreaking, yeah, I could see you being disappointed. But if you're just looking for, like you just said, Lord Cash, like something that's like, it's Looney Tunes, if you like the license,
Yeah.
and it's just gonna be a fun little game like this, I think it's amusing. I've definitely sunk, some hours into this. I'm what the crap? I'm gonna guess that, I don't keep track of the time on these, but I probably, from start to completion, if you do all the extra missions, you probably get a good 10 hours out of this game, which, again, if you're paying $15 for it, I don't think you can go wrong with that.
No, it's not a bad average.
And there's times, I don't know if your thought on this is like me, but there are times where I think some games are actually too long. You get too much money, too much for your money, which just sounds very strange, but
too much content.
Yeah.
Yeah, just depending on what you're dealing with.
Right. Because like I actually like to be able to say, yep, I'm done with it. I actually beat it. I got 100% on it.
Right.
Because like those games like Grand Theft Auto, I mean, I'm not a fan of the content of them anymore, in general, but they never end, and I'm kind of like, how do you know you beat it?
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
Story, but
so the one of the other games that I will automatically gravitate towards, and I will have to say, is Your Fault. And because of it, it's the Lego games.
Oh my God, I love those.
I remember coming home from work one night, and this is going to date how long ago this was. You had rented from Blockbuster the Star Wars Lego game.
Yep.
And I come home, you're sitting on the couch playing the game, and I'm like, are you seriously playing this Lego game? You're like, yeah, it's fun. And I'm like, okay, go change, grab a bite to eat. I'm sitting there next to you. You're playing. 10 minutes go by, and I'm like,
just give me a controller.
Hey, AllThatPat, can't play. And it's been downhill ever since.
Yeah, and I think you and I like pretty much have just about every single one of them.
Yeah, I literally probably do. I think the only one I don't have is the Lego Movie version, or I don't believe I have the Ninjago.
Oh, Ninjago's good. In the beginning of this pandemic, EA Sports was giving it away for free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't have tried it otherwise. And yeah, I played it. It's a lot different, but it's really good. Yeah, I think we have all of them. I don't, I haven't beaten all of them.
I've gotten pretty close. I've done a lot of the Marvel ones.
Right.
Almost to 100%. I've at least completed all the storyline. Tried to get at least all of the, make sure you get all the red bricks to unlock all the specialty ones.
Right.
And try to get all the characters if possible.
I think you and I are one of the. Well, we're not the few, but we're definitely one of the few people that I know that actually pretty much got everything for Lego Dimensions.
Yeah.
I love that game. Was top notch.
Yeah, and I even have the 2 extra characters that they did not sell in stores.
Oh, you end up getting the Green Lantern and Supergirl?
I got Supergirl and Green Arrow, yeah.
Yeah, not Green Lantern, yeah, because like I was very lucky to get those myself. yeah, those are definitely very cool. It's just, yeah, it's a great series, and that is a game where I was almost harping on the idea of like having too much content. Those have too much content.
But you can choose whether or not to add that content.
Right, exactly.
So in that regards, you don't have to add the A-Team world. You don't have to add the ET world if you don't want to.
Right.
I had I believe they refer to that as the Toys to Life gaming.
Yeah.
So between Lego Dimensions, Disney's Infinity, and Skylanders, I pretty much have all of those. I actually do have all of the Disney Infinity characters.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might be missing like 2 or 3 of the FX lightsaber ones, but that's about it.
So you have like the crystal ones and everything else?
Oh yeah.
I definitely liked it, that series. I think that games like Spyro, and particularly even more so Lego Dimensions, I think really stepped it up though. Like my biggest gripe of the Lego of the Disney ones, and again I was big on them too, is like you couldn't other than the toy box mode, you couldn't actually they couldn't interact. Like you would see pictures of the game and it's being hyped like here's a picture of Yoda standing next to Mickey Mouse, but you couldn't really do that in the game.
Yeah, not unless you're like in the toy box area. But you could not play, Star Wars with, Mickey Mouse.
Right. And one of the things that Lego did so well is that you could be in the Beetlejuice stage and running through it with Michael Keaton as Batman.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I think they probably had the best of the worlds.
Yeah.
Because they had so many of the properties.
It's too bad that they that it got discontinued. I think that would have been I don't know. I was on board with buying them. I mean, I'm sure Bitter Ritz and maybe Lady Cash. Maybe not Lady Cash. Actually, neither one of our better halves probably really had a problem with them, but they definitely they weren't cheap.
True. But I know, because again, as collectors, we try to find good deals.
Yes.
Because we know we're going to be spending the money, so we'll at least try to find a way to reduce the amount of money going out towards these collectible items. So I would always do it, with Toys R Us. I did most of my stuff through them because it was always like buy one, get one half price or some sort of thing that they would have some sort of special, and I would get them for a reasonably priced.
Right.
And again, I was very much a completionist, and with Lady Cash being a fan of Lego stuff, definitely had no problem buying that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the Nerd Cam battery went out, but we have lost feed. Just FYI.
Let's see. That might be a. Let's see. Oh, it overheated because we are so sizzling hot here on the New York Nerd Show Game Room. I'm looking at the time. Maybe it is a time to wrap it up.
That was someone giving a little fish hook to say, all right, time to go.
Exactly. Now tomorrow, Lord Cash, you and I were talking a little bit about covering Mortal Kombat tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you have seen it now.
I have watched it. So I'm kind of excited for it.
All right. Yeah, I'm very curious what your thoughts are on it, and maybe Bitter Ritz will be on tomorrow. Not sure. I did talk to DJ Silence. He's kind of. We'll see if he joins us. He actually was not as excited about the movie. He didn't enjoy it as much as I thought he would. So I'll be curious if we can get him on to share his thoughts too.
Yeah. It was interesting, but just I will say it was better than the original '90s movie.
Okay.
In my opinion. So, but again, when you're at your base is the bottom, it's kind of easy to work your way up.
You're right. And Bitteritz is asking if we have any special guests tomorrow. Well, of course. Brian's daughter is going to talk about Mortal Kombat, and so is Cece. They loved it, I heard.
Yeah, they love when the spine was ripped out and everything.
But no, like I said, DJ Silence might be on tomorrow. I was talking to him today, so we'll see if he's able to join us. But we do hope that you join us each and every night. At 8 p.m., we typically do have our shows. We do have a schedule that we do try to follow, which is basically on the screen right now.
Maybe.
There we go. Like I said, today you watch the Game Room. Tomorrow is that I Stream, You Stream featuring Mortal Kombat on HBO. Friday, Funko Royalty. Anything special coming down the pipeline for Funko Royalty on Friday?
So I do have some new stuff in. I'm hoping to possibly do the stuff I got from WonderCon. If not, another thing that I do is I do a thing called Pop in a Box. So basically, I make a wish list of all the pops that I particularly would like to have, and then from there they will pick the number that I've selected. I do 6 a month because I'm obsessive, and and then with that they just randomly pick anywhere from they pick 6 of them and ship them to me. And I just got my new box in with all of them in there, so I've got a box with 6 new Funkos. They are probably not. A lot of them are probably commons, but
Now,
again, this is one of those things.
These are a mystery? Say
that one more time.
Are these a mystery? Like you don't know what you get?
I literally have zero idea what's inside. I've added them to my queue, and then they will just automatically send me something from my queue is typically what they do.
Well, I think that would be a cool one to do on Friday because the mystery is right there.
Yeah. So I will we'll possibly look at doing that on Friday. Because I know what they are based on they're in my queue, but outside of that, and what's nice is if there's a 10-inch or like a 6-inch one, I sometimes get those as well. So those are at best the random ones that one might get. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so we got that. We got Mail Call Mail Time on Saturday, Call the Wild on Sunday. Monday is Crazy Card Collecting, and Tuesday it's the show that started all with Slam Nation Wrestling. We might have a bonus one thrown in between now and then too. We'll have to see because we did miss you guys last night. But we do enjoy having you each and every night. So make sure to share, like, subscribe, get all of our notifications. And if you go to our YouTube page, we've got well over 120 episodes of all of our different shows. So if you miss us, go check out our other shows for sure. But Lord Cash, it's been great to see you tonight.
Good to be seen. Good seeing you.
I was waiting for that.
It's good to get comments from Bitteritz.
Yes, in the other room. So Bitteritz, yes.
Little shout out.
Yes. All right, everybody. We'll see everybody tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great night. Adios.
Bye-bye.